Are you a YouTuber and you're trying to figure out how in the world to deal with the haters, with the really nasty hate comments, the negative people, the, what do they call, the vampire energy suckers, whatever you want to say, the people who just, they leave those comments and they just take the energy out of you, and it's just, they're nasty, it's not constructive, it's inappropriate, maybe they're using profanity, or they're just very, very harsh in terms of the way that they're casting their opinion and judgment. How do you deal with that? Well, I'm going to explain to you how I've dealt with that over the last 3 years on YouTube. I've posted almost, well, I think as of late, it's over 900 videos, coming up on 1,000 videos soon. I've gotten almost 4 million views from people all over the world, and over 30,000 subscribers. So I've dealt with a lot of this. So first and foremost, you need to realize, even if you're not a YouTuber yet and you're thinking about it, you're going to deal with hate comments. And a lot of times, one thing I've noticed is, it's so easy to say, like, you're a hater, like, you disagree with me. But the thing is, most people, not even most, but there's a small percentage of people who, they just don't know how to properly communicate. They have an opinion that isn't the same as yours. They disagree, but they say it in a very, I don't know, inappropriate way that comes off as hate. So first off, I'd like to say, a lot of those haters aren't really haters. They're just not really good at communicating. When you put yourself out there on YouTube, people aren't going to always agree. And for some reason or another, some people might not even like you. Yes, you could be the greatest person in the world, but there's going to be someone who just doesn't like your face, someone who doesn't like the way you talk. And for me personally, I'm a hustler. I'm a quick talker. I get excited. I get energetic. I get a little crazy at times, and that turns off some people. So just know that, if you're on YouTube, you're going to get those hate comments. Now, again, don't mix up a hate comment with constructive criticism. Now, constructive criticism is something that's put in a way that is there to help you, to serve you. It's a disagreement, but they're putting it in a way that is coming from a good place in their heart, and they're letting you know, like, you're wrong, this is the right way, and they put it in a positive way, in my opinion. When a comment is a hate comment, it's put in a way that's just very nasty and it doesn't help anybody. It's just pretty much raining on your parade. But what I want to say, guys, is if you're a YouTuber, you're going to have to figure out how to deal with hate comments. So I'm going to tell you what I used to do. I used to start fights with them. I used to come back with a smart-ass remark and try to pick a battle with them. And that's just the way I was brought up. If someone comes at you, you don't back down, you stand up to the fight, you don't run away. And one thing I realized about doing that is you're just throwing gasoline on a fire with those people who are just the real haters. Now, again, most people aren't haters, they're just misunderstood. But the people, the trolls, the folks on YouTube who are just, and there's a good amount of them in the reselling community who they're very, very nasty. Not a lot of them, but there's a few of them. And when you meet those people and they come onto your channel and they're taking you out, honestly, you don't want to engage with them, because they will never quit. They will never give up. And when somebody puts a hate comment on your channel and you battle it with them, it brings in more attention. It draws more negativity into it. And, for me personally, I'm not perfect. I make mistakes, and I've never stated that I know it all. There's been times I say information that's wrong and I have to correct myself, or, I slip up once in a while. I'm only human. I've been in this game for 3 years. But when somebody comes at you and they attack you, if you have that comment on your channel, it's going to bring in more negativity, and next thing you know, your channel isn't going to be there to help people and make a difference and serve them with information that helps them. If that's your goal, which is my goal, it's going to turn it into a very nasty place, and it's going to take you away from your goal and your purpose and the reason why you started a YouTube channel. So for me personally, if it's not constructive and it's just nasty, pretty much I just remove. And a lot of times there's two options. You could either block the person completely, which means they won't be able to watch your YouTube channel anymore, which is fine if you want that to be the case. But there's a function that says hide user comments forever. So pretty much, like, say somebody leaves a really nasty comment on your video, instead of blocking them, use that hide user comments forever function, whatever it's called. I have to double check. And every time they leave a comment, it's going to look like it's still there, and they're going to be satisfied because they got their long-winded hate comment out, but nobody else will see it. Nobody will see it. They'll see it, but nobody else will see it. So that's a cool little function right there, and they'll still be helping you to get views. And if you're making money with Google AdSense or whatever, you'll still be getting paid. So the haters are still paying you. But if you want to block them, you know, because you know they're just smashing the dislike button every time, you can do that as well. But you don't want to get carried away with worrying about, you know, how many likes do I have, how many dislikes, you know, do I have, unless you're trying to win a popularity contest, which I'm definitely not. But if you're a YouTuber, guys, you're going to deal with the hate. People are going to disagree, but there's a big difference between somebody disagreeing and someone being a hater, again. So don't get that mixed up. You know, a lot of the best things that, or the greatest decisions I've made in terms of my business has come from comments of people who were disagreeing, but in a constructive way, and they kind of opened up my eyes. So you don't want to just take any disagreement, any comment that's not 100% aligned with your thinking and just throw it out the door and hide the user and block them, because you're never going to grow. You know, the way I've grown the most is by surrounding myself with like-minded people and listening to what people have to say and their feedback. And again, unless you're perfect, which I'm far from it, I make mistakes every single day. Unless you're perfect, you can just push it all aside. But for someone like me, I appreciate a lot of the constructive criticism and the feedback. And, you know, it's helped me out a lot. So how do I deal with the hate comments? A lot of times, if it's just nasty, just hide the comment forever. They keep posting, I never see it, or I just block them. I don't engage with them anymore unless it's constructive criticism. I don't have time for that. And I don't think you do as well. If you're trying to live a positive, uplifting life and you're trying to grow your business and you're trying to make more money, you need to align yourself with those vibes, and you need to align yourself with those people, right? You know, I have people all the time, they'll message me with the nastiest comment. Like, you know, someone messaged me the other day saying like, why are you doing YouTube? You're just all about the money. Like, you don't help anybody, blah, 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 blah. And while that's fine, that's their opinion, I'm not going to engage with that, because you're not going to take me away from my purpose and my goals and my beliefs. I don't care what you think. If you don't think that I'm in it to help people and make a difference, that's your problem. That's not my problem. I know my values. I know my goals. I know what I'm here to do and accomplish. And you want to know what? Someone doesn't agree with you, tough luck. Let them go be negative and do their nasty hating comments and all that. Let them waste their time hating while you're out there making great content, helping people, growing your business, aligning with people who are on another level so you can move up the ladder. You know, that's what it's all about. Don't get into or fall into the trap of engaging with these nasty, kind of these little bloodsuckers. I don't know if that's even a phrase, bloodsuckers, but the people who just tear the energy out of you. Don't waste your time with it. So the purpose of this video wasn't to, you know, trash the haters. You know, they're part of the ecosystem in a sense, but really it was to motivate the YouTubers out there who are making content in this reselling community, the entrepreneurship community, or really anyone out there on YouTube. You know, if you're making videos, it's part of the game, right? It is part of the game. You're going to get beat up a little bit. You're going to get some jabs thrown at you, a few right hooks. There's going to be a few nasty things that happen. But overall, you know, 99% of the people on YouTube, from my opinion, are good people. They're caring. And while some come off a little weird and they don't really know how to communicate and they're a little misunderstood, 99% of people are really good from my experience. I've only dealt with really a couple hardcore trolls that are just psycho, but most people are really good people, and you know, it's been a great experience for me with YouTube. So hopefully this video helped you and served you. If you have any more questions about dealing with the haters, let me know. But I'm not trying to focus on this too much. I just want to throw this out here because I get comments all the time. Probably had about 2 comments this week from YouTubers in the reselling community asking, Steve, how do you deal with these haters? How do you deal with the nasty comments, the profanity, the really inappropriate stuff? So this video is for you guys, and hopefully it's helped. But I'm here in the parking lot of LA Fitness, getting ready to go in and get a workout in. Got a shoulder workout. Again, I'd love to show you what's on this paper, but I'm being trained by the Bonafide Hustler, who is a good friend of mine, and he's going to be putting out this program down the line, so I can't share it, copyright. But yeah, guys, you are awesome. Keep on picking and making that money. Keep making those YouTube videos, guys. You are awesome. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.